Let me ask you guys a question. You know, CM Punk, whatever they're planning on doing with him, I know CM Punk is talented enough to pull it off. All right, but CM Punk over the last 12 months, even though people say he's watered down, people say, oh, he's not, like he was before, a time bomb and all this other shit. But the one thing CM Punk was able to do successfully for the last 12 months is be a successful champion, have a long title reign. It's very rare these days for someone to have a long title reign like he's had, and nobody's complained about his title reign. Nobody's turned around and said that he should lose the title. Nobody had a problem with it. The only problem they had, if anything, was just the verbiage changing. So with that said, why is WWE all of a sudden hell bent on changing his persona? I mean, I'm not saying that he should be a Stone Cold like persona where he's a tweener, because Steve Austin would stun anybody, but this character is a little bit different than stunning everybody. They're making as if he's just, he's ultimately just going to be attacking the good guys, And like I said, I'm sure he could pull it off. But my question is why, unless maybe because Randy Orton's back and they think he could replace CM Punk as the major face, why fuck with something that's not broken?
Mish?
I'm kind of wondering if it's more along the lines of CM Punk who's kind of been going to this tweener stage lately. And, I mean, obviously nobody can really tell if he's a fan favorite or not. He's not exactly happy with the fans, but at the same time, he's not exactly acting like a blatant heel either. I don't know. I think it might just be another step in his character, pretty much setting up for who knows what with, The Rock. Again, isn't it supposed to be The Rock versus CM Punk is what we're looking at?
Well, do you think it's a given that he's dropping the belt at SummerSlam?
I don't know about that.
I don't think so. I think he's going to hold on. I think he's still going to hold on to it all the way to Rumble.
Well, he mentioned tonight that he wasn't like, this snidely whiplash character, like he said, twirling his black mustache and he's all evil now. So he kind of addressed that, like when Eve was like, oh, good for you for, like, I guess, turning your back on the fans. He was basically saying, well, I'm not this evil black hat wearing guy. So, I mean, obviously that was scripted, but I'm saying he kind of, and that could be just a fucking ruse, but I don't think that obviously he's selling merch. There's a lot of CM Punk shirts in the crowds, a lot of signs. I don't think they want to make him a despicable bad guy because then it gets harder to move that merch. Because then he won't be a cool, he won't be a cool heel. He'll be a heel, and that's hard. Let's face it, as much as Dolph is kind of over, and Dolph is really climbing the ladder as we expected, until he really gets rid of Vicky Guerrero, you're not going to see a lot of people rocking Dolph Ziggler merchandise. Just there's a way to ease him into being even a pseudo babyface, and right now he's pretty much a full-fledged heel. And going after Jericho, he's got some people against him, So he's pretty much a heel. And Big Show's obviously a heel, but Big Show's not a factor. Ziggler is going to be champion any day now. So I'm just wondering when he cashes it in and how he's going to win it. Would you be surprised, by the way, if there was a situation where Ziggler wound up with the belt at SummerSlam?
I would be surprised, that's for sure. But
would you really?
I'm almost at the point where I'd be more surprised if he just lost it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying CM Punk retaining it and then Ziggler attacking him, or something like that. I just have a feeling Ziggler's walking out of that pay-per-view with the belt. He got a big win again tonight.
Yeah, he did.
I think he's one of those guys. We're paying attention, but we're not paying attention to him because he's still like I think SummerSlam is going to be his night.
I just feel that CM Punk was major over. There's only a handful of people that were complaining about the pipe bomb being gone. So if he was major over and his merchandise is selling great, why? Make him a full-fledged heel ultimately. Why not just make him a tweener, where he doesn't take shit from anybody? I
think also because we talked about having the two babyface champions, Sheamus being so involved in the anti-bullying campaign, being the poster boy for that, going around with Linda McMahon literally. They can't maybe have these two guys doing the same thing at the same time, so they have to, you know, like someone's got to turn heel, and they looked at the big picture, and they're like, well, CM Punk and the straightest society already. Sheamus was a heel, but Sheamus is really popular with the kids now. They had to make a decision, I think. So they're like, all right, you know, we won't turn him full-fledged heel, but he's leaning towards being a bad guy because we can't have two white bread babyface champions at the same time. This isn't 1987. So I don't know, you know. I mean, I'm just thinking that. I'm just thinking they can't turn Sheamus.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I feel that older wrestling fans are probably into CM Punk more than younger wrestling fans are. If you take that away, all right, what face is more over with the adult wrestling fans? You know what I mean? The John Cena is for the kids and the girls. Randy Orton is, you know, mostly kids and girls, but, you know, older people do like him too. Not everybody, not like me. I don't like him. But who do we have then? You know, like if you think about it, if anybody asks me, Kev, Joey Numbers, Missionary, who's our favorite wrestler the last 12 months, you know, even though he's been watered down, we probably all would say for the pretty much CM Punk.
Yeah.
You take away that persona and make him into this whining heel, you know, you're taking away a character that's pretty much the soul, you know, that he's like the soul. I don't want to say the soul identity, but there's no other characters in WWE similar to him. But there are a lot of other characters in WWE that are similar to Cena, like Rey Mysterio, Santino Marella. You know what I mean? Not the same abilities, but, you know, they have that certain audience for those group of guys. There aren't a group of people that would be in the same category as CM Punk for the other fans out there. I just don't know why they're fucking with it. I think that they should realize that they might be making a mistake and just gradually, you know, blend him back in where he's over with the fans and not turn him full-fledged heel, but be a tweener like Austin was.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, just my take on it. You know? But the one thing I was very embarrassed with on Raw